All right, so let's get straight to the news. We're talking about Rihanna, right? So Rihanna has been trending, I don't know, for like straight 2 days. I'm not sure if she's trending in the United States anymore, but she's still trending in Nigeria the last time I checked, because I guess she's just trending worldwide. So there's a news that broke out over the last, I guess, 48 hours that she is pregnant with her first, right? And that's kudos to her, congratulations to her. Now the guy that she's pregnant for, I haven't particularly followed, I haven't really followed him, ASAP Rocky, because frankly, I'm not that much of a rap fan, unless we're talking about pop, like pop level of rap, like the Tupacs, the Biggies, like the Jay-Z's, right? But you start to go down that rabbit hole, you lose me very, very quickly. All right. So but ASAP Rocky, some people may argue that he's actually very, very popular, but again, I'm letting you know right now that not to me at least, right? So there's a a lot of things came up since that news broke out. Even Drake, I think she was romantically involved with Drake at one point. Even Drake was also, also trending because of this, right? Now we also know her past history with Chris Brown, the violence that happened between the two of them, right? So I am going to share my screen. Then the other thing that also came up was the fact that she's now a billionaire. I think she's worth 1.4, somewhere between 1.4, 1.7, something like that, right? So let me see here. Okay, there we go. All right, so you can see right there on the Forbes, right? So a couple of things came up again. This is ASAP Rocky right here. Let me just make sure you can see my screen. There you go. Singer billionaire. So she's referred to as billionaire these days. A lot of people don't realize that she's actually officially a billionaire, right? Now let me put a billionaire in perspective. I actually heard this on another show. I'm not going to take credit for this. The difference between a million and a billion is essentially 1 million minutes. I think 1 million seconds is essentially 11 days. 1 billion is, no, 1 billion is, I think they said 31 years, something like that, right? But something crazy. The point is that there is quite a lot of money, okay, as far as her net worth is concerned. Now she one thing you can that I would personally, just off of reading up a little bit about her, one thing I would definitely attribute that to is team. Basically, she has the right team around her, right? When you have the right team around you, anything is literally possible. Okay, anything is possible. Now there are many people that may not be as talented as Rihanna that would never see not even 1/1000 of the kind of money that we're talking about, right? Has a lot to do. Now, so a lot of young ladies will probably run with the Rihanna and say, after all, Rihanna waited, Rihanna got her money up, she got her bus level up, and then, and then now she's pregnant and pregnant with her boyfriend. All right, this is not normal. Okay, Rihanna is not operating at a normal level. She is nowhere near anything you would consider regular. So the last thing you want to do is compare your life to her, right? Of course, like I said, there's some lessons you can get out of it, like things like she's worked with the right team. Like, I think there's just two white guys that picked her up, that created her first single, and then before they brought her to Jay-Z, and before the Umbrellas, right? The hit single Umbrellas, right? So I would just say that, like, be careful when you're running with that rhetoric. Like, oh yeah, you could just do that too. No, not necessarily. Plus, again, celebrities will give us one thing one day, and then 3 months down the line is completely a different story. Okay, so again, congratulations to her. I'm just saying, when you are a billionaire, there's nothing normal about this person's lifestyle. even if they are the best of version of themselves, right? There's nothing that you can't really compare it together. It's completely different. And yeah, that's something I wanted to cover on that. But yeah, she was trending, and I thought when I read up on it, the one little thing that I picked up that men can really learn from is that surrounding yourself with the right team. This is something that I struggle with. Okay, I'm very good at hiring people to work for me, but in terms of team that can, that we can work together to. I've done okay, but it's something I can definitely personally improve on personally. So yeah, let me go back to this new here. Let's see. He's our first child. Yeah, there were also speculations about the. I think they said something about the boyfriend has a history of speaking down on black women. But again, ASAP Rocky. They're talking about ASAP Rocky now, right? Again, it's neither here nor there, right? it doesn't really matter once you get to that level. We've seen Kanye West, how Kanye West has moved in recent times. We've seen that it could be one thing today, it could be another thing tomorrow. Things move extremely fast, and they are still humans, and they pay attention to what is being said about them in the media. You see Kanye West in recent times talking about he wants to control the rhetorics, he wants to control the narratives, as he puts it, right? And the truth is that that's a losing battle when you are that big. You have the luxury of all that money, but you don't necessarily have the luxury of being able to control your own narrative. And I know it's unfair, but it is what it is, right? Again, when you pray for a certain level of wealth, right, or status in society, be careful of what you're praying for. It just may not be what you want. Okay, so just keep that at the back of your mind, that everything in life requires some level of balance. That may just not be what you want. Okay. All right. So yep. So that's that with Rihanna. Right now, let's go to. Let me see. The next thing I wanted to talk about. I think people wanted to know how she became how she became rich, right? And I think it's necessary to know that information, right? Let's see here. Let me go back and share my screen with you. Let's see. There you go. All right. So I think she has a beauty line. She's not the only one that I think became a billionaire, right? Let me see here. 1 second. Yep. All right. So she is not. She's not the only one that became a billionaire. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. All right. 1 second. Sorry. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, she's worth about 1.7 billion. Literally, my mother-in-law just walked in, and I had to excuse myself really quickly. So 1.7 billion dollars, 1.2 billion euro. I think that's euro. Coming from Fenty Beauty. So she has a few other things going on. This is according to Forbes, right? And all of this is due to. So you can imagine she's a star. She's an artist, she's an actress. The only way this is possible is if you have the right team around you. You've seen the likes of maybe the Kylie Jenner and the Kim Kardashian built empires like this, but it's all due to the right the right brand around you. She's actually bigger, in spite of the fact that it looks like she's much more busier. She's actually an artist and she's actually an actress, right? So she's actually bigger than the Kardashians all put together, right? So as individuals, rather, right? So a lot of it is coming from beauty. Beauty is essentially billions of dollars that women spent in that arena. So if you have a brand, if you have a personal brand, this is a great way that you can literally make money. Look at what markets are making money. Look at some of the products that you use, and then you can find a liaison, some kind of teamwork between the two, and make it work in your favor. Your brand, it becomes exposure, it becomes attention, right, for the product, right? So it's something that we know very much about in marketing, that attention is everything. Okay, like we can't cap about this. We need attention, 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 attention. All right, attention, attention, attention is very important in any type of business. All right. What's going on, Sahil? Thanks for coming by, brother. Thank you. Yeah, so I do think so. The lessons here is partnerships. Okay, collaborations. Okay, Sahil knows much about that. Uh, if you are going to win and go big in life in any type of endeavor, you need to keep that at the back of your mind that you're not going to be able to do by yourself. It's a very difficult thing to realize, right? It's a very difficult thing. Let me just see here. Let me just make sure that I am on airplane mode. Make sure we don't get interrupted. All right. So the other lesson here is just stop comparing yourself to celebrities. Like, this it's two different worlds apart, right? Actually, as a matter of fact, for every level you get to, if you're a person making $50,000 a month, there's some things you can't comprehend that only people in the $200,000 level can comprehend. If you're a person that's making $200,000 level per, sorry, $200,000 per year, once you get to the million, you should expect that things will change, and you should prepare for that. A lot of people don't prepare for that. And speaking of preparing for, right about now, I think we should move on to the next thing on the agenda,